Imagine you're in a room typing out questions to two mysterious entities. One is a human and the other is a machine. You cannot see them, you can only read their responses. What is your task? Figure out which is which. This is the essence of the Turing test, a concept introduced in 1950 by the brilliant mathematician and computer scientist Alan Turing, often called as the father of modern computing. It's a thought experiment that explores a profound question: can machines think? The birth of the Turing test was by Turing's paper, Computing Machinery and Intelligence. This paper opens up with a bold challenge. Instead of asking, can machines think, a question bogged down by philosophical debate, Turing proposed a more practical question: can a machine's behavior be indistinguishable from that of a human being? To answer this, he devised the imitation game. Here's how it works: there's an interrogator or a human judge in one room. In separate rooms, there is a human respondent and a machine respondent. The interrogator communicates with both through written messages to eliminate clues like voice or handwriting. The goal is for the interrogator to figure out who is human and who is the machine. If the machine can consistently convince the interrogator that it's human, or at least make it unclear, it has passed the Turing test. What is so revolutionary about the Turing test? Turing's genius lies in shifting the debate from metaphysics to performance. He didn't care how machines might think or whether they have consciousness. Instead, he focused on whether machines could behave in ways indistinguishable from humans. This was revolutionary because it sidesteps the soul question. Turing doesn't argue whether machines have minds or souls, he just looks at their behavior. His test also bridges psychology and computer science. It is not about what is inside the machine, but how it acts. It sets a measurable standard. It provides a practical framework for evaluating artificial intelligence. When a machine passes the test, it is considered to be its ultimate achievement. If a machine passes the Turing test, does that mean it is truly intelligent? Not necessarily. Turing himself didn't claim that passing the test would mean that a machine thinks like a human. Instead, it shows that a machine can simulate human behavior convincingly. For example, a chatbot might pass the test by mimicking human conversation, even if it doesn't understand what it is saying. A machine could be like an actor playing a role so well that we can't tell it apart from the real thing. There have been many famous attempts at the Turing test. Over the decades, many machines have tried to pass the test. One of them was Eliza. Eliza, an early chatbot in 1966, simulated a psychotherapist. It used clever tricks like rephrasing your statements as questions. For example, when humans said that I feel sad, Eliza asked, why do you feel sad? While it amazed people at the time, it didn't truly understand language. It was just following program patterns. Eugene Guzman was another one. Eugene, a chatbot pretending to be a 13-year-old Ukrainian boy, fooled 33% of judges in a Turing test competition. But critics argued that its success was due to its strategy, playing on its youth and non-native English to explain away its limitations. Today's artificial intelligence, like OpenAI's GPT series, generates human-like text that can easily confuse people. While these systems are far more advanced, they are still not thinking in the way humans do. They are synthesizing patterns from massive datasets. The Turing test isn't just about machines, it's about what it means to be human. It raises some deep questions. What is intelligence? If a machine behaves exactly like a human, should we even consider it intelligent, even if it lacks emotions or self awareness? What is consciousness? Could a machine ever truly feel or have subjective experiences? Or is it forever trapped in mimicry? Do humans have biases in judgment? The test exposes how easily we anthropomorphize behavior. For instance, we might mistake eloquence for intelligence or simplicity for stupidity. There have been many criticisms of the Turing test. The Turing test is not without its flaws. The first flaw can be that it focuses on deception. A machine might pass by tricking us, not by being truly intelligent. It also ignores other forms of intelligence. Why should machines behave like humans to be considered intelligent? What about unique machine specific intelligence? Also, it's anthropocentric. The test assumes human behavior is the gold standard for intelligence, but intelligence could take many forms. In modern AI research, the Turing test has become more of a symbol than a definitive goal. Scientists now explore broader questions. Can machines develop creativity, emotions, or self awareness? Can they form their own goals or understand the world beyond patterns in data? Can we trust machines that are indistinguishable from humans? Here's a thought experiment. Imagine if the roles were reversed. What if an AI judge were evaluating you in a Turing test? Could you convince it that you are human? This flips the script and forces us to confront an unsettling idea. What is it exactly that makes us human? Is it our ability to think, to feel, to create meaning? Or are we, like machines, just following patterns written into our biological code, the DNA? The Turing test challenges us to think deeply about intelligence, identity, and what it means to exist. Whether or not machines ever pass it, the test reminds us of our unique place in the world and forces us to consider the possibility that someday we might have to share that space with entities that think, act, and perhaps even feel in ways we never imagined. Thank you so much for listening.